Mercedes-Benz has had to go to BMW to get itself an engine. Indeed, there's reports out there that Benz is working with BMW to use their B48 four-cylinder motor in future Benz cars. And how did we get here, guys? See, it all started in the end of the 90s and early 2000s, where Mercedes-Benz shifted focus from quality towards profits. Businesses need to make money. Fundamentally, that's how they survive. But I've got a master in business administration, guys, and one thing I understand about business is that money shouldn't be the primary objective. Money comes when you give value to your customers. And that's where Benz has really fallen down. See, guys, unlike other automakers, Benz was expected to deliver quite a few things at the same time. Everyone expected Benz to bring luxury, of course, bring tech and innovation and comfort, all of those things. And those items were expected from the likes of BMW and Audi as well, and Lexus to some extent. But what everyone else also expected from Benz was quality. And guys, growing up, we all understood that a Mercedes-Benz was not like a Camry or a Corolla in terms of reliability or longevity. But everyone understood that Benz brought the whole package. It brought luxury, tech, innovation, and it was built rock solid. People knew that when something went wrong, it would cost a lot, but people also understood that Mercedes-Benz, the badge, meant something. And Mercedes really gave that up in a big way, and that's one of the primary reasons they're here today. But that's not the only reason, guys. There is a secondary reason, and that has to do with COVID and trends. See, guys, COVID really introduced the electrification trend, where all car makers thought they would be moving towards EVs, electric vehicles. And that's what the market was signaling. That's what everyone did. Benz followed suit as well. But guys, we found out now that the customer isn't really ready yet for electric vehicles. And there's a few factors to that, right? A primary factor is that the technology is evolving really quickly. I mean, it seems every year you get this battery tech that could add almost 50 to 60 kilometers worth of range. It seems every year the technology gets more efficient, gets more reliable. So consumers don't want to embrace that technology yet, right? It's still volatile, it's growing heavily. And the used car market reflects that, guys. When you go into the used car market, electric vehicles have some of the worst depreciation we've ever seen. And companies like Toyota were smart about it, where they said, you know what, we don't think electrification is the way just yet. It'll happen, but not yet. And that's why I've got a Toyota hybrid, and many times I've thought about selling that car, but I've realized there's no point buying an EV, at least not for me, because I care about depreciation. I don't want a car that's going to be worth less than half by the time I'm done with it. So that's really impacted Benz because they went into the EV market, research and development, and all of the manufacturing. It costs a lot of money. And meanwhile, BMW, who also went into EVs, was very much focused on their petrol motors, the V8s, the straight sixes. In fact, M cars right now are still, all the M cars out there are powered by either 6-cylinder engines or 8-cylinder engines right now. Benz gave that up. A lot of the AMG products that Benz has are powered by a 4-cylinder engine. And that's, all of that is part of the reason where Benz is here now to meet the future emission targets in Euro 7. Benz, it's believed about a year ago or more than a year ago, approached BMW and said, you've got this B48 motor. We've got some 4-cylinders as well, but you've got this B48 engine. It's proven, and it can actually work very well with hybrid technology, not just as a mild hybrid, but as a proper hybrid, a plug-in hybrid. We want to use that. And, part of the reason is that Benz, the 4-cylinders, they've got the M139, which is a very high, it's a very high-level 4-cylinder. It's a very impactful engine, so they can't put that in their economy cars. So that's sort of part of the reason. The other reason is a lot of the other Benz engines are just not as solid as the BMW B48 engine. They're just not as proven. And then another reason is that BMW has a lot of manufacturing capacity in its Austrian plant. So it's a lot of those factors coming together where Benz has said, you know what, we'd love to use this B48. Can we make a deal happen? And can you manufacture this and produce it? And Benz has done similar things before where they had the Alliance. And BMW has done similar things before. They provide their engines to Land Rover, for example, the V8 twin-turbo motor, and obviously the Toyota Supra. So BMW isn't shy about it. Benz isn't shy about it. Manufacturers share engines, guys. It happens, right? Benz gives the M139 to Lotus. But what is impactful is there's two competitors potentially coming together. And Benz, who was once a juggernaut of the industry, I mean, they invented the car, right, for all intents and purposes. Benz, who was once a juggernaut of the industry, has now had to come to BMW and say, hey guys, can we use this engine of yours? And the BMW B58, B48, these engines are rock solid. Some of the most reliable German engines ever made, efficient, powerful, highly tunable. And yes, they're not cheap, right? Outside of warranty, you're still dealing with PCV and plastic hoses and plastic oil filter housings and all the usual suspects you're still dealing with. But in terms of an engine surviving for the long haul, the B48 is a really proven motor, and Benz understands that. The market likes it. So I do want to say, I think this is a smart move by Mercedes-Benz, maybe one of the smartest decisions they're going to make, or they're thinking of making, in a really long time. It's been a long time since Mercedes-Benz has come up with such a good idea. And as the saying goes, if you can't beat them, join them. And that's what Benz is doing here. And if this deal goes ahead, guys, I think it's a new era. I think that B48 motor is good. It's going to give me a lot of confidence to buy Benz products. I'd like to see that in some of the light AMG products. That engine paired with a ZF8 or even a good G-tronic Benz gearbox is going to be a reliable package. And Benz is getting their quality mojo back. They gave up on it for a long time, but they are getting it back. So I hope it works out, guys. I'll catch you next time.